Haha, people, what's going on? B5 here, back at you with another video. Happy E3. I hope you guys are enjoying E3 2018. And along with that are obviously advertisements for games and new stuff to play and stuff like that. And GameStop is definitely putting themselves in the mix. And it kind of made me think because as of late, I've been having some pretty interesting experiences with GameStop. And I said, you know what? Let me share my experiences with the world and allow people to at least be prepared when they're dealing with GameStop, as if we already already aren't prepared, because we all know GameStop is a very shady company, and they have very shady practices. But to be completely fair with them, they are a business. Now, before I go any further, I'm going to kind of give you a scenario. I'm going to kind of explain some things. And if you want to just, jump to certain parts of the video, I'm going to put jump points in there so that way you can, check it out on your own time. But there is a sequence on how I want to explain some of these shenanigans that I've been coming across with GameStop. And today we're going to talk about the Elite Power Up rewards. Okay, we're not going to talk about the other features. We're going to talk about the reward situation. So let me tell you what happened, and then I'm going to explain and show you how it went down. So I'm an Elite member here. I wanted MLB The Show. I wanted it pre-owned because I could use my pre-owned points at a less pre-owned points versus new points in their reward center. You can use less of your points, but it was just a trade-off. If I got a pre-owned, I would get more of a deal. So I decided to use the pre-owned and get a pre-owned MLB The Show. And as you can see, it's $45 there. I had enough for $45, and I figured I'd walk in there and walk out, pretty much getting a free game based off of all my points. Now that's the issue that's in a nutshell. Okay. But I'm going to explain to you, obviously we're dealing with GameStop, and GameStop will not, well, we'll see. So here's the deal. And to be fair with GameStop, they are a business. And, a lot of us get upset with them because we want them to be fair. But it's kind of unrealistic for them to be fair. As much as I, dislike their practices, they're a business. But you have to be aware. That's the key. You have to be aware of and be comfortable when you're doing business with them, because your job is to get as close to fair as possible. Because if they kept doing fair trades all day, they would never grow as a business. Okay, so that's just, again, to be fair with GameStop. But here's the situation. Okay, so let's take it from the top here. All right, if you're not familiar with GameStop, there's three prices that you typically would run into. A new game would be, a new standard game is about $59.99. Pre-owned would be relative to the new price, usually $5 less, but in this case it's $56.99, and the Elite price is $45.59. And again, it's in relation to the new and pre-owned, and it goes, game by game, right? So when you think about that, you have to make a decision: new, used, and in my case, Elite. So I go in there, I say, hey, I want to get this. I grab it. It's there. We go to the register here. Speak of the register, receipts don't lie. So let's go ahead and do everything off the receipt. But I trade in my rewards points. And speaking of that, there's another little convoluted, misleading thing that they don't tell you about. Because here's the thing. Here's what I noticed. In every reward center, it tells you, clearly defines a lot of the stipulations for your points and how you can use them. Like, for example, you can use them only on digital content. Some of them you can use on pre-owned. Some of you can use on accessories only. Some of you can do collectibles, etc., etc. So when they want you to understand something, they want to define something, they do an excellent job of that. But when they want to, kind of confuse you and make things convoluted, they do a great job at that. So they're pretty good at letting you know what they want you to know. And their marketing team unfortunately, is pretty good at that. But sometimes they're inconsistent because there have been times where I've been able to take advantage of their deals that they're not aware of, that kind of contradict the other one. For example, I just upgraded my PS4 to a PS4 Pro for no out of pocket cost. And in addition, I was able to trade God of War, the new one, for $55 worth of credit, and I already beat it and did what I wanted to do with it. So, there's definitely opportunities to take advantage of them. And if you want to look at that video, explains all that, I'll put the link in the description. But back to this particular situation. So I walk in the store, I give him my cards, my rewards points, and then he says to me, the employee says, you can do that. However, you can't give me the same denominations. Meaning, if I had two $5 coupons, I can't use that. Two $10 coupons, I can't use that. I have to use a 5, a 10, a 15, or whatever. But none of them can be the same. Nor can they be totaling more than $50. I didn't know that, but hey, it's kind of like one of those like, come on. But hey, it was kind of minor to me, but I still like geez, whatever. But here's the situation. So let's take it from the top, because receipts don't lie, right? Well, let's look at this receipt. We have MLB The Show, and then the price says $9.59. Well, we can clearly see that that's not the case here, because it shows you right here the case, $45 or $56.99. I'm an elite member. I should get the $45.59 price, right? Well, all right, let's continue to look at this. And it shows my promotions and my promos and my discounts. Okay, cool, we're good. Subtotal $9.59. I owe money? Wait a minute. Well, how much did I give you in discounts? Well, looks like I saved $50.40, meaning that was my discounts, right? Let's take a look at this. So here it is. Let's recap on a piece of paper. Here it is. I've given them all of these discounts. They equal $50.40. My out-of-pocket cost is $9.59. That's my out-of-pocket cost. $10.48 if I add tax, right? So why is it that I still owe money? I still owe $9.59 when I've given them $50 worth of buying power and coupons and stuff like that, but yet you still want $9.59. You want $9.59 in addition to the $50.40. Why is that? Well, the employee says, well, here's the deal. We apply your discounts before you get your Elite Pro discount. Now, if you don't understand what that means, because that was a slap in the face, I was like, are you kidding me? What that means is basically all of these amounts are devalued, meaning that $5 really is less than $5, $15, $25, $2.40, $3. They're all less than what they really are. Meaning, if you're still not following, when you put something on a higher amount, you're taking more away from more money that you would have to pay. In this particular situation, it's a higher amount than the $45. He said it was going to come off the $56, but that's like that's like $11 more roughly. So $5 off, $11 overpay devalues the $5, the $15, etc., right? But it doesn't stop there. So I reluctantly paid it because I wanted it, and I give them the $9.59. So I walk out the store, but then it's really bothering me. I was like what's going on here? So again, I did some math here, and it's the same paper, but this is the reason why I wrote it down, because I did some math. I said, what happened? How is it that I gave them $9.59 and 50/40 worth of coupons and discounts, and I should have never given them $9.59. Well, if you look at this, if you add 50/40 plus $9.59, it comes out to $59.99. And what did we talk about earlier? We talked about a new game is $59.99. So basically, they devalued my coupons by taking them against $59.99 when I should have had my coupons go against, or was expecting them to go against, $45.59. But there's nothing in any fine print that tells you that, based off of where they put it in the transaction, where they add it and plug it in and manipulate the transaction, how it's going to devalue your reward center coupons. Now, again, let's talk about this receipt, because this receipt doesn't do a really good job of explaining what's going on when I had to do out the math myself, because here it is, the $9.59, here it is, the $5.40. Those together are the price that they're actually charging me for this game. They're charging me for a brand new game when I'm an elite member and it's a pre-owned game, but they're charging me as if it was a new game. Now that's sad. Now, so why do I tell you this? Because I want you to understand that when you're dealing with GameStop, you've got to be thinking, and they're always going to put you in a situation to where you're at the register and you got to make a decision, because people are right behind you, and either you do what they want you to do, or you don't do what you want to do, and you go in there with an objective and you don't complete it because you wanted that game, but now you're pissed because they're making you do something you don't want to do. So it just puts you in a situation. So anyway, this is your boy B Fife here. I hope that you guys can understand this. If you have any questions, you want to understand a little bit more, there are some other exposures that I want to share with you about GameStop, and some other conversations I've had with, because I've called their customer service line. But again, we'll save those for other videos. Put comments, subscribe, get back to me, and I hope this helps you.